In February and March, researchers at Jigsaw met with young people from our Life in a Pandemic project for a second time to talk to them about how the COVID-19 pandemic was continuing to affect their lives. At that time, many young people were feeling hopeless after a third national lockdown, which started in December and resulted in school closures, public health and travel restrictions. Young people spoke about the continued negative impacts of the pandemic on their opportunities for employment and learning experiences, as well as their fears about getting COVID-19 and missing major life events like celebrating milestone birthdays. They expressed feeling fed up with the lack of progress towards recovery from COVID-19, with increased uncertainty about the future preventing them from making plans. What is more, many of the things that previously helped young people to cope with lockdown, like Zoom calls with friends and activities that moved to an online format, felt boring. Despite these challenges, young people described positive aspects of their pandemic experience, like developing resilience, having more appreciation for loved ones, and learning ways to look after their mental health. Young people proudly shared how they are using their voices to make positive contributions to the pandemic, from advocating for choice in how their leaving cert is assessed, to telling others to wear masks. However, they expressed concern with the lack of youth voice in government. Despite being blamed for the spread of COVID-19, many young people were supportive of restrictions to protect public health, frustrated with those not taking them seriously, and made recommendations to improve the pandemic response. Young people also expressed worry about the mental health and developmental impacts of lockdown on older people who had to cocoon and young children growing up in a pandemic. Many young people had ended their engagement with Jigsaw and had positive experiences with phone, video, and live chat services. However, they did share some recommendations for improving them, like better promotion and offering young people a choice between individual and group support. When asked about the future, the vaccine was described as a source of hope, signifying light at the end of the COVID-19 tunnel. Whilst there were some concerns about its side effects, effectiveness, and speed of development, most young people were willing to take the vaccine. While some young people expressed sadness for the opportunities they lost at the cost of the pandemic, many were looking forward to reflecting on the pandemic as a significant event in history that they are proud to have overcome, and are optimistic about a more empathetic, health-conscious future society. We look forward to chatting with these young people again soon, as we continue to grow our knowledge of youth mental health and the supports young people need during the pandemic.